I want to bring in my panel, though, in the meantime. Matt Mackowiak, who is a Republican strategist, and Adrian Elrod, former senior advisor to Hillary Clinton campaign and MSNBC contributor. Adrian, let me start with you. That last question that I mentioned to Mike right there, because Hillary Clinton at some point had more popular support among the black electorate than Barack Obama, and it kind of went away. So what does Joe Biden need to do to make sure that he maintains that base?
Well, Kenneth, I think he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing right now by going to states like South Carolina, talking to voters directly about his longstanding record on civil rights. And that's exactly what he's doing today. He's reminding voters that, yes, last week with Kamala Harris on stage was not one of his finest moments, but he's got a very deep standing record when it comes to helping African Americans, when it comes to protecting civil rights. I mean, he's been in public service since he was 29 years old. So I think it's really smart that he's doing this. And he's going to a state, Candace, where his support has been very strong, especially among African Americans. It has slipped a little bit, as you just mentioned, in the latest Quinnipiac poll. But he's trying to regain that strength, and he is going to places, early states, of course. South Carolina is the first state, primary state, where the African American vote is very important and is strong. So he's going there to try to sort of reclaim his base and make sure that he is staying on steady ground with this community. Yeah,
and he's there in Sumter, South Carolina, which we should note was a key battleground spot in the Civil War, and he's trying to fight within the Democratic Party. In the meantime, Matt, he brought up the busing issue. And I know that reporters over the last few days have been asking him about busing after the debate, but you kind of get a sense that he should just let it go and move on?
Yeah, that was kind of my takeaway from his interview on another network just a couple days ago, where he tried to sort of relitigate all those issues. He really can't move on. Although today I think this is an opportunity where he's trying to really do that finally. You know, the biggest question I'd have about this is it's 9 days after this happened at the debate. You know, why wait so long to clarify what your record is and to try to put the issue behind you? You're right to cite the polling. I mean, he's clearly losing black support. You've seen basically the votes or the support he's losing in the surveys is going almost directly to Kamala Harris, who's in third or perhaps second nationally and in some of the early states. But South Carolina is going to be a crucial contest, not just for Biden, but also for Kamala Harris. It's still really early, but look, Biden wants to get past this. And I think his record on these issues is perfectly appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate to judge a senator by votes in the 1970s by today's standards. And I think he uses President Obama and the vetting that he went through as a way to sort of show a sort of good housekeeping seal of approval with African-American voters, and I think that's pretty effective.
It has been very rare to hear the vice president, the former vice president, apologize for anything he has done in some 50 years in public office, but you see the headline right there in the breaking news in moments ago, him apologizing for his segregationist remarks that he has made at several fundraisers over the last couple of weeks. It is a significant development there for him, and you do get a sense, Adrian, that he is, at least with that particular thing, trying to move on. That said, did he make a mistake by skipping out on the Essence Music Festival, where six of his competitors are today?
You know, I don't know that he made a mistake, Candace, because what he's been doing, we've seen this on the campaign trail, where Joe Biden is sort of doing his own thing and other candidates are maybe participating in a forum and competing over the news coverage of that particular event. But Joe Biden has gone on and done something totally separate, which has allowed him to create his own headline. So I'm not sure that that's really a mistake that he missed the Essence Festival. He's obviously speaking to a very important constituency right now in South Carolina. And, you know, we're talking about it. So yeah. He's doing exactly what he's trying to achieve here by making sure that his comments get out in the public norm and that he is speaking directly to a community that he feels that he needs to apologize for, and he needs to regain support among that particular base of the Democratic Party.
But quite a juxtaposition there that we had just there on live TV, where you had Joe Biden there in Sumter trying to talk to many black audiences and reach out to the black vote, and there you have that big event that is taking place live in New Orleans, and you have Maxine Waters, who has taken to the stage. You have many powerful black women and black men and politicians who have been there at the music festival, including former First Lady Michelle Obama. Matt Mackowiak and Adrian Elrod, our thanks to you. Still ahead.